guys, during the actual editing of this video, I actually reached out to Jason L to find out he was using a nulled copy of WHMCS, and he was reported to WHMCS. He then therefore deleted his account and removed all of his files from his website, and this is proof this video is legit, that startup hosting companies are here one day and gone the next. See? Hey everyone, my name is Mad Gigabit. Welcome to the channel where we talk about a bunch of shit, including technology, servers, and a bunch of random stuff. So I wanted to cover a topic about startup hosting companies. Startup hosting companies have been going on for many years now. Back when website hosting was just becoming viable in 2004, it's been around a while. So we're running into an issue in FiveM that needs to be addressed, and that is these startup hosting companies. These startup hosting companies are usually ran by 14 and 15-year-olds, and they're fake companies. They're not even a company. They're a website that is there to take your money, and when they can't afford to pay the server anymore because they want to spend that money on a new game or Fortnite material in-game, your server gets shut down, their server gets shut down, their website goes belly up, you can't even find it no more, and that is it. So we have a epidemic in the FiveM community of startup hosting companies, and these startup hosting companies need to be addressed, and that's what I'm doing today. So these startup hosting companies have no business license. They're not a registered company in any sort of capacity. They have no EIN. What's happening is one day they're selling servers, they're selling FiveM servers, they're on Discord, and what happens is they go belly up at the end of the month because they got all the money they wanted. They're no longer going to pay for the server, and now your data and all that is lost because that server has been suspended and terminated. So what exactly is a startup hosting company? A startup hosting company is usually a website that is created by someone who is underqualified with no networking experience. They have a very small amount, just enough to be dangerous, such as starting up this. What they do is they advertise services in the non-traditional ways, and they basically collect the money that is supposed to go and pay back towards the server and expand. They use that money for whether it be personal needs, business needs, or whatever. Basically, that money does not go to the correct people, and the company shuts down. In addition, all of your stuff is lost forever. These companies have no ARIN organization, ARIN org ID, or ARIN ASN. ARIN is the American Registry for Internet Numbers. To get an org or ASN, you have to be a registered business in any of the 50 states that you conduct business in to get an org ID or ASN. These companies also use cheap hosting providers such as OVH. If you see a hosting company using OVH IP addresses, that should be a red flag to maybe bounce and get out of there. OVH also has their own issues. Their data centers catch fire more frequently. Your data gets lost. It's a very bad company to go with unless you are basically using it as a test development server. These startup hosting companies uses VPSs. They use VPSs, which is a virtual private server. Basically, a dedicated server could be sold into up to 64 different parts, or even more, and you get a little slice of all the resources. A hosting company should not be using a VPS. We have one that he uses a VPS, and he claims that he cannot even afford the $21 a month for this VPS for his clientele. He contacted me asking if he could get a cheaper VPS, and I basically told him, yes, I would give him a cheaper VPS, but he's not going to use it to host clients on because that's unprofessional. That is very unprofessional. That website that he had sent me ended in a .xyz for the top-level domain. It was not even a TLD. It was a .xyz. He picked it up for 99 cents at Ionis because he could not afford anything else. The website has grammar errors. I'm going to be posting... Whoops, sorry. I'm going to be posting... What am I doing here? I'm going to be posting some screenshots there of his website. Yes, that is a real website that they are selling servers on. Would you buy it? No. Hell no. No. And these are people like him that are doing this. It's an epidemic and it needs to stop. A lot of these websites also do not have a customer support panel. They literally say, give me your Cash App, give me your Venmo, give me your PayPal, send it to me there. And there was no record of you actually paying for services. See, when we went about it and we decided to launch up the hosting side of Mad Gigabit, we actually have all of this stuff that has been mentioned because we are legit. We own our own internet port. We own our own routing, basically. So it's really hard to go belly up when you own your own stuff. You own your own hardware. These kids don't. It's very unfortunate. Yes, they are trying to do something good, but they are going about it the entirely wrong way. The weird TLDs, I would only use .com, .net, .host, or .hosting. Those four. .com, .net, .host, .hosting. Those are the only four you should use because they actually cost more than $1 to set up. .hosting is like $500 to $600. Sometimes it goes cheaper. Those are the best. They also use poor advertising techniques. This kid decided to come into my fan server, my fan Discord, and start DMing people saying, I run a hosting company. I can offer better services. Come over to my website. And I had gotten word from one of my current customers saying, look at the joke of this kid. That's what he said. He said, look at the joke of this kid. He's a laughingstock in my server. He wanted to complain about me not using Intel i7s on my servers. Yes. Did you know that it's better for i7s to run in a server environment? Please. We only use a Xenon, which is enterprise class server grade CPUs. But the other thing is they will start dropping links in Discords. They will start to try to call out people. They do very poor business practices. For example, Dark Knight Hosting.xyz, he decided that he was going to come over and try to advertise and call out our stuff, our equipment. And then at the end, he looked like a complete and total jackwagon because that's not how you conduct business. That's not how you do it. These kids have no idea or any clue about how to actually run a hosting company. They don't know the legalities. They don't understand what a TOS and AUP is. They don't understand port speed. They don't understand server loads, overselling. They don't understand any of this. Or licensing. They don't understand. Another key reason why you need to be very and extra cautious about going with a startup hosting company is it's a red flag if they will not jump into a voice call with you. They will claim they have microphone issues. They will claim they're busy. And that is probably because they didn't like a little squeaker. They made you a little squeaker. I just want you $5 so I can buy my Fortnite stuff. Yes, that's what they do. They take your money. They offer super cheap services. They hornswingle you into doing it. And then when you do it, you think you're set to go. And over here, they're like, I got my $5. I got my $10. I can get my Fortnite skin. Yeah. And at the end of the month, they go belly up. So you need to be very cautious. And here's one thing I'm doing. If you know of a startup hosting company, drop it in the comments below. Drop it in comments below. We'll actually do a story on it. We did a story on Civilized Server Hosting and showed how they were a complete and epic scam. We're about to do one on Dark Knight Hosting as well. If you know of any, drop it in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, follow, like, and make those comments if you know of any. Thank you and peace out.